Hi, I'm back with my Roxy's Journal of Stitchery Field Notes Volume 6, and this is my Butterflies and Moths page. I've started to do a little bit of work on it, and just to get started, because it does take a little while to do the embroidery, I've stitched just a fine line of thread here to give this a bit of definition. I don't want to stitch into it fully because I just want the memory of this lovely design of Rachel's fabrics. But I've picked out a few leaves and I'll continue. I've done a little bit of highlighting in here, and I started this thread swatch, and when I got to here I realised that I hadn't shown you how I was doing that. I'll show you in a minute. I'm also thinking about attaching this. I couldn't decide how I wanted to attach it, but I quite liked it when I pinned it, but I found these little brads. I can't find two the same colour, but I thought I might use those, so we'll do that. But before we do any of that, I'm going to attach my moth because I realised I was stitching underneath him here on this flower, and I realised that that was probably a bit pointless. I'm going to go back to this same white thread that I used. You probably can't see it, it's very fine. It's that Isophyll one. And, excuse me, except that I don't know what to do with my needle. It's got to be here somewhere. Surely it's here. I probably can use this one. It's just a bit big, that's all. It is too big. Oh, and I just can't find that needle now. That's crazy. Oh, how annoying. It's going to be somewhere. Let me have a look in this one, see if I can find a needle that I like the look of. That's not too fat. I'm doing some videoing in advance because I'm not going to be here, and I just thought if I can get a bit of this done, yeah, this one might be good. I just want a sharp one because I've got to go through these layers so that I can keep you going, because after today I won't be back sitting at my art table to do anything like this until probably, I don't know, Saturday or Sunday, and it's only Tuesday now. So if I can get myself a bit organised so that I can have some videos sitting in a queue ready to go for you. I'm not so far away and also far behind. All right, I'm going to take those off. I still am referring back to my picture just for the wing placement, so that when I put them on here, I know that they're going to be roughly in the right place, and I'm going to fit a body in here. A body. Seems like I'm got an evil intention there. But I am only going to catch the tip of the wing. I don't want, because I want to keep it three-dimensional. So I'm just going to come up on the side. It might not be as easy for you to see, but I'm going to do a little overstitch just to hold it in place. I'll catch all around sort of one side and then back to the other. And then I want to stitch the body, and I possibly won't get this finished for the video. We'll put a completed, once all of the embroidery is completed and I don't think I need to do any more, I will post a photo of it on the Facebook page that we all share. But I also have an Instagram account, so you can find me there. I'll probably put it there too, but it probably won't be attached to this video because, like I said, I'll take it away with me and do a little bit of stitching, but I won't be filming. So, and the video will come out while I'm away. So my apologies for anybody that might feel the frustration of that. Now I'm just going to come across, because this thread's so fine, I think I can hide it, but I do want it to be stitched down. And the other wing is going to come across the top of there. All right. And the other wing is here. And it comes sort of from his head down. I might just try and get it over a little bit. I've got out a pearl cotton to do his body because I think just doing it with normal embroidery thread, it would do a disappearing act. I've had lots of nice comments. Thank you, everybody. I really appreciate your support, and your positive comments to me mean so much. Certainly is a motivation to keep going. Oh, it motivates me anyway. Yeah, see, I thought if I keep stitching these things, it's just a bit of a waste of time, really, because this little butterfly needed to sit somewhere. And it's nice to have people who are wanting to subscribe to my channel. Oh, lost a thread. It's so fine you can hardly feel it, let alone see it. So that's really nice to see that people like what I do. I like what I do, and it's nice to be able to share it with like-minded people. And while I have one friend that likes to do the same sort of thing that I do, I don't, most of my other friends don't. Although they like what I do, they don't want to do it though. And so it's nice to share with people who like doing it too, and that's you guys. So thank you for being there, listening to me and my little stories that I tell. I just get talking sometimes and I forget that I'm just talking, and might not be interesting to everybody. So I don't think that I need to add any colouring on the back of it, so I'm not going to. Just going to bring this thread over here now and catch this wing as well, and then I can come down and do the body. I'm putting together some little stitching packs that I can take away with me, so that when we're sitting together and talking and sharing what we do, I'll have something to do, which is why I won't finish this one, and I've done Botanical Beauties for the month as well, so both of these videos won't have the final finished piece attached to them, which is what I normally try and do, but they won't this time. Botanical Beauties is the project that both Corinne from To Be Loved Treasures by, I keep losing that thread, To Be Loved Treasures by Corinne and Susanna from Vintage Blend Studios, their month-by-month project that we started at the start of the year as a flower per month, and this month is Black-Eyed Susan. And so I've done a video on that I can share while I'm away. I normally post a video as I do them, but this time it will be scheduling them with a bit of space in between, so that hopefully you won't miss me too much. Sounds funny, doesn't it? When you think about the number of people that tune in, and I think, gosh, you know, all around the world, it's so amazing to think that we can connect with that many people that like what you do. It's so nice. I enjoy doing these videos. I know I get a bit chatty sometimes, telling you all about my things that I'm doing or what my family's doing, but yeah, I like being here with you. All right, now this one was going to go here somewhere, I think. Yeah, just so his wing just overlaps a bit there. His, her, don't know. Maybe a her, given they lay so many of those little green bugs, that caterpillars that eat my veggie plants. It's more, you know, they like the lettuce, and I've tried cabbage and I've tried broccoli, and you know, that's just feed. That's just feed for the bugs. We don't get them. And because I don't like to use an insecticide, they get them. We don't. I think I just plant those seedlings for the caterpillars and the butterflies. I don't think there's any point in planting them for me. I mean, there's lots of plants in the garden that they don't bother with, thank goodness. But yeah, there's no point planting cabbages and broccoli, and I get lettuces, but I've tried cabbage a number of times. What's the other one that I've tried and they just destroyed it in an instant? In a flash. It was like skeletonized leaves left. My mum was funny. She bought a butterfly net and she was out there swiping them. They were staying with us for a little while, and she's out swiping the butterflies, trying to. I said, I don't think you're going to catch them like that. Oh, this thread just shredded then. Anyway, she had fun. Well, my stepdad's happy to go around picking the bugs off the leaves and squishing them. It's not my favourite job. I'd need a pair of gloves on if I was doing that. I don't think I'm going to get this threaded back in here to get through to the other side, which is a bit of a nuisance. I was probably just going in and out too many times. All right, I've got that in there, but I'm going to get another bit of thread because it does need to be held down. Oh yeah, it's not held down there properly yet. Oh, I don't want it to fall off. All right, get a bit more. Never can find the end. It unwinds itself here, and if the more I touch it, the worse I make it. There. Let's go with that. Oh. And no patience for that either. Like I said, it's designed to fill your bobbin so that you're not having in your machine, so you're not having to refill it 100 times while you're sewing, stitching something. I used to do a fair bit of freestyle machine embroidery. Haven't done it for a little while. And you just go through reams of thread. And having the bobbin fill is just quite handy because it's so fine. It winds on lots of meters, so it's good. It's good for that. It's almost a shame that that bit of leaf is there. I probably could have positioned him a little bit better, but hopefully he will be able to define his head and his body and things, because he gets a little bit of a fat body. I've seen a lot of moths and, you know, pictures, artwork and some moths have quite fluffy bodies, and I thought about, oh, that'd be good in turkey work. But I don't think these ones do so much, so I'm not going to. It's the end of story. I'm not even going to. All right. I think they're held down within an inch of their life. Oh, gosh. Did I really lose it? Where, oh, where? Trying to hurry. That's my problem, so that I don't make this a giant video. And I also need to go out, so not for about another hour, but I don't need to be here for an hour. It might be that I come back, actually. I will see. I'll see what happens. I probably should be keeping an eye on the time. I'll do that. I don't actually know where my phone is. I've left it somewhere. Can't even see it. Goodness, hope no one needs me. All right, there's my butterfly down. I think I'm going to just, give myself a little bit of a guide as to where I want my stitching to go, because I probably could have left myself a little bit more room in there. But that's all right, because I want his body, I want his, the body of him to come down there as well. And if I've just got a bit of a plan, I can always get rid of this with my my hairdryer. If I don't want to put the iron onto it, the hairdryer will get rid of it. And if he has his feelers coming up there, you're not going to see them really well, but I know they're there. It was a shame. I should have moved it down, but I didn't. Never mind. He's buried in amongst the plants, the flowers. Doing what he does best. All right, I'm just going to do some satin stitch, and it might actually need, so my thought about this was that it might need a couple of layers, because I didn't want to do a three-dimensional body, and with you here now, I might be reviewing the situation. Oh, I don't know, so we'll just see how that actually happens. See what happens. That's what I'm trying to actually say. And if I need to do a padded body, I will, I guess. I just will. I'm giving myself a bit of a outline here, so that hard to see, sorry, with all the green leaves that are there, but I can vaguely see what I'm doing, so that's, I guess that's the important bit. All right, I'm going to do his head first and see what happens. So I've outlined it vaguely with my thread, and I'm just going to go from one side to the other. I'm not going to try and come up on the same side. I'm going to go back to the first side, only because it's quite thick thread and a decent needle, and I'm likely to just bring it back out through the same hole. That can happen quite easily. And then I thought, if I need to, I can outline it in some black just to give it that bit of definition. Yes, his head's going to go under that wing. Let's see how this is going to go. Learning some things together. Because if this doesn't work, I haven't got another plan right up my sleeve at this very second. So I'm going to have to put you on stop while I think about it and work out how I'm going to do it. I think in the book that I showed you in the first video that has the photos of the work of Annemieke Min, I think she does a padded body. I'd have to go back and have a look at that. Yes, she does a padded body. I didn't want to do that, but it might be necessary given the size of the wings. You know, there's no point in having the body out of proportion. Doesn't work with the wings. Looks silly. No sense in that. Oh, I keep catching the thread of the wing. Might need it. It just might need it. I'm going to come back up here and do the top of his head because I went down first. Okay, all right, so if I'm going to do that, I need to think about what I'm going to do it in. I think I've got somewhere. I thought I had it sitting here on the table actually. What did I do with it? I had a bit of fabric that I did get out originally, and then I thought I wouldn't use it, but I might be using it now. I mean, you can see it, but it's not sort of standing out the way I think it probably should, given the 3-dimension of the wings. Now, you know, some things are just worth a try. If they don't work, they don't work. It's as simple as that. And I think that's not going to work well. All right, I'm going to put you on stop and I'll come back and let you know what I'm doing. Okay, so here's my thought. I think I'm going to go with this cord. It's just cord, not anything fancy, except that it's black. Not probably what I wanted. But I thought with this grey thread, I can tame it down and make, but it fills that gap. It's so much better. I did think about having a piece of fabric just, you know, with some pelham in it or something, which is nice as well, but I didn't think that I was going to get as nice a finish on the end for his head or his tail that I can do, I think, with the cord. So, and the cord will give me that little bit of dimension. I think it's the right thickness where it fits between the wings. Going with the cord. All right, okay, let's, I think I might tidy this end up. It's a bit raggy just where it was sitting. I mean, it's going to get raggy anyway till I'm finished stitching it, because I'm going to make sure that I catch it down with the thread so that it, you know, it goes right in. That's the plan. Hopefully it works. Oh, I didn't go and find my phone, did I? All right, I've probably got another 20 minutes of this, and then I need to skedaddle and go and do what I need to do, and then possibly after tea tonight I can finish it off so that I can have a complete video for you to watch while I'm away. So I'm still going to do kind of like a satin stitch over his head just to hold it in place and tame that black down. It's not my favourite to use black. Yeah, I find it very, it's just too black. I was just doing Black-Eyed Susans and having the same problem going, oh, it's black is so black. I'd far rather have a grey that I can lighten or darken, but black is just, you've got to just stick with whatever it is. It almost looks fluffy enough for his head, doesn't it? Except that his head probably isn't fluffy. Probably under his head's fluffy, not his head. So I'm just making sure that I'm not pulling it too tight, but still going back to that satin stitch. It's just a matter of playing sometimes, isn't it, till you work out what it is when you don't have a pattern or a, I mean, yes, I had some inspiration as to what I wanted to, how I wanted to go about it, but I didn't have any instructions on how to do it. I only had her picture that go, and she doesn't use cord. She does definitely make a padded tube for her butterflies and moths, but hers are like probably this size, and when mine's not. And I thought, trying to make a padded tube for something this size, well, I could have used a cord, I suppose, inside it and put the fabric over the top of it. Yeah, well, there's an idea. There's an idea for you. I'm not going to do it now because I've done this. But that might be something you could do if you weren't happy with the colour of the cord that you've got. All right, this little bit at the end here is tricky because it's just not got enough to hold on to it. What I might do, I know that this is probably going to look weird, but you know how they have two little eyes? I'm wondering if I can get that look. Oh, I'm so sorry. Breathed in funny. So busy concentrating here. Didn't even have a chance to put you on hold. Just came out. All right, how far do I want to come back for his little eye? Maybe about there. Into that one there. Let's see what that looks like. Now, you get back in there, you. Don't want you to move like that. Oh no, well that didn't work, but anyway, I think it's held down. I'm going to put another piece in here just to keep building it up. But I think that end bit's going to hold on to it, so that's good. Now I'm going to pull in a tight one. They do have bands on their body, don't they? All right, I'm going to pull a tight one in here so that what I can do is define that. All right. Bit of fluff. Well, I think that looks all right. Now, what am I going to do? Am I going to give him some more bands? Maybe I'll give him another band about here. He might need a few more, I'm not sure. Give him one there. What I might do is go back and catch that one down a bit more. All right, and then I'm just going to give him a couple of bands down his tail so that, because I see that sometimes, I'm really got no picture in front of me other than my little drawing, and so I'm not making anything that's probably anatomically correct, but I feel like I've seen something like this once before, and so hopefully that looks all right. Where's that tail gone? Oh yeah, it's in there. The photo of it that I was looking at had that long tail, which is why I did it. I couldn't have told you that they had such a long tail, but it was as long with the wings down. The tail was as long as the wings, so that sort of kind of surprised me at the time. All right, I think that's kind of looking something like a body. Yes, it's a bit black, but never mind. I've whinged about the black enough now. So I'm going to do what I did with his head and go over it a few times so that I can taper it in. I'm going to pull this in a bit tighter so I can get a bit of a point going. Pity they don't have a fluffy end on their tail. I don't think they do. No, better not leave a fluffy end. Good. Well, I hope you're all good. As you can hear, I'm feeling like I'm rushing. It's in my voice, I think. Actually stitching a bit quicker. Look out. Although lots of you lovely people told me that I didn't have to stitch quicker, so that was very nice of you, because it's not my norm. I normally like to take my time and enjoy it, so thank you for all your lovely comments. I'm sure that there, I'm sure it's all good. All right, well, I'm nearly done here. I'm going to come back and put his antennas in and have another little stitch of that wing just to pull it down. I probably should have done the body first and then put the wings in, but I was too impatient. I wanted to get the wings in. All right, I think that's probably as good as I'm going to get that. Really looks like a dragonfly's body. Do I want another stitch in there? Maybe. Oh, can't get the needle in. Goodness. I'm sorry about that. Comes out of nowhere. It's my second video so far for the day, and I'm probably going to get a bit hoarse from talking. All right, it's getting there. It's getting there. It's definitely not finished, but we'll keep playing with it till I'm happy with it. I need to do his feelers, his antenna, whatever they're called. I wanted to leave that, I wanted it to look a bit fatter. Wondering if I should go around it. Maybe. Let's just see if going around it does anything at all. So I'm sort of like thinking, and I can just couch it down. Yeah, it might give it sort of a rounded, shape. But I need to catch it so it doesn't. Well, what I could do is catch it with those antennae. Did I catch it? Not quite. All right. I'm probably not making this look very easy. It's a bit more complicated than I was expecting. All right, I'm just going to do a colonial knot. So if you've not seen me do that before, a little bit of tension with your needle pointing away from left to right under the thread, twist, left to right under the thread, and then I'm going to do it like a pistol stitch so that it makes that little bobbly head on the end of the antenna there. Oh dear, oh dear. All right, again I'm going to catch this thread that I made. Oh, nearly shot it up my fingernail. All right, and that's going to go. So that's caught that bit of thread that I did around there, if you can see it at all. I'll do another pistol stitch with a colonial knot on the end. Oh, and here comes my husband. I need to give him some hand signals to, you know, not go crashing around in the kitchen. I'm getting pretty close to being happy with that. And it's, you know, it's a bit abstracty, but that's all right. I'm going to catch that wing in just there with another thread and pull it in beside his head. Good. All right, that's that bit done. If I come back and do anything else to it, I'll let you know. But at this stage, I think it's all right. Like I said, without sort of, sorry, getting into a botanical situation, I think, you know, what I've done here is all right. It's all good. All right, now I'm going to come up on the outside of the wing and see if I can pull it in, pull it down. Maybe not with this thread. Oh, he's going to put the kettle on now. Oh, God, it just makes so much noise. Heavens above. Sorry. Well, that was 6.5 hours ago, in case you're wondering. I think I've got over my coughing carrying on. I've been out. I took my mum and my stepdad for an appointment. They just need a little bit of transport support for that, so I've done that. Paul cooked tea, and now it's now. So what I did, I thought I'll just go and have a quick check on that video, and I think it looks all right. I pulled those wings in with a few more stitches with that white thin thread. I decided that the little butterfly's body needed a bit more thread on it, get rid of some of that black a little bit, and it's now. So what I thought I would do was show you what I did around doing a swatch, and I thought I would do it with this grey thread because it's just there. I just wrapped it around my finger, you know, a couple of times. It didn't need much, and it certainly didn't need much being a pearl thread, so that I can catch it in there just using the same thread, which is what I did for the other colours, and just catch it down just like a colour swatch really, but of threads instead of paint. And I quite liked the idea of that. Rachel had a go at it as well, and I thought it was a great idea. And then when I saw Annemieke Meen doing it as well, I thought, yeah, well, you know, if everybody else can do it, I can do it. And so I'm just catching that down in the middle, just with a couple of stitches to hold it down. I wrapped it around my finger. It made a little bit of a loopy thing. I think it looks quite good actually. It's a great idea. And I might not have ever thought about it myself until I saw Rachel do it, and then I had a look at that book of Anna Meeks, and she did the same, and I went, yeah, I'm gonna do that too. That's for me. All right, well, I'm gonna do a little bit more stitching with you just for a couple of minutes, and then, like I said, the final one will be on the Facebook page, on my Instagram page. It won't be attached to this video because it's not going to happen today. Oh, did I say I stopped coughing? And now I've coughed. Where are those little things that I had? There's two of them. They're just a little brad with a little flower on it. I thought they kind of matched a bit. They're what I've got. I found and because this says butterflies and moths here, it doesn't look like looks like moths, but it really is moths. It tucks under this wing here. I'm just gonna, with my paper awl, make a hole in it. I want them to go on either side because I want to still see that. Let's just try and make it a little bit straight. That'd be a good start, wouldn't it? Maybe I don't have this background on straight. I think that'll be fine. Going to make a hole through it, and then it's like got a split pin, and so on the back open that split pin so that it folds back there, and I don't need to do any stitching with it, that's for sure. Looks all right there. I'll do one on this side, the other one. Just want to make sure it goes through really. Pop that split pin in there. It's catching the top of the butterfly wing, but it's all right. I guess if I didn't want it to, I could probably give it a spin. No, still catches the wing. That's all right, that's fine. Quite like that it can flip up and down, tuck under those wings. That's all good. Okie doke. Well, I'm coming close. I've overcast the background fabric all around, so it's going nowhere. When I come to fixing the pages to each other, this will be resolved. I don't need to resolve it right now. But I thought what I might do is do a little bit of embroidery. I don't know if this is, oh no, it's not the right needle. I've got the right needle attached here somewhere. I stuck it in something. Where did I stick it? No. Oh, there, look. Yay. Love it when I'm that organised. Cool. This is the green thread that I'm using to do some leaves. Oh, is that white thread is just rubbish? Yes, just rubbish. No number. Oh, it's because it's a silk one. The silk threads, when in a pack, they're only 4 strands. If you can see there. So I'm using 2, and they're quite nice to stitch with. They've got a little tiny weeny bit of sheen, not overly. I'm probably being ridiculous about the size of this, but it just happens to be on the needle. And so what I've done is I've just picked out some leaves. Like I said, I don't want to take over the whole design, but I thought if I just show you the way that I've done it, I'm really close to finishing this page. This might not be one that I take away with me. I might actually finish it tonight while I'm waiting for all these videos to upload, and you might see this. Today's Tuesday night, and I've got my Botanical Beauties. I don't know, you might see this Wednesday, and then maybe I'll do the yes, I'll do this one Wednesday, because we'll get a new prompt from Rachel and Sarah for our Thursday morning. It's Thursday morning here when we get it. So yeah, if I do this one for tomorrow, which is Wednesday, and then the Botanical Beauties can go up Friday or Thursday, and if I get anything else done, I very much doubt it, but it might be a couple of days before you see me again. But I think you've got the gist of what I'm doing. I'm doing feather stitch, I think it's called. Oh, I don't know if it's called a feather stitch or it's called something else. Now, let me get another bit of thread and talk you through that, because I didn't. I'm just faffing here with a tiny weeny bit of thread, which is ridiculous, really. All right, I'll come back. Hang on. Let me just finish that one, and then I'll talk you through the sort of stitch that I did. I don't know. I probably should. All right. I was being silly. But there's 2 strands, so I'm just going to knot it from this side this way so that it makes sure that it doesn't come undone. But really, when it's in a journal, it's not going to come undone. I'm just going to leave that like that. All right, let me think about, so I did that one there. And I'll do another one with you, and then I think I'm probably going to say goodbye. I think my butterfly, my cabbage moth, is as done as it's going to be. The body shape probably isn't the best body shape for a butterfly that there ever was in the world, but really for this exercise I'm okay with it. I'm not going to touch it anymore. I think it's as good as I can make it. What did I just do? Is it that needle? I've got a couple sitting here and I don't know which one I use now. I think it's this one. What a crazy day I've had today. Anyway. Doesn't want a thread, does it? Of course not. And the needle is too little for the needle threader, because it's got a really fine eye. Oh, let me do it over here where I can get it closer to me instead of trying to show you how to thread a needle. I'm sure you've got it down to a better thing than I'm managing. It just doesn't want to do it, because really I need to spend the rest of the night, like I said, getting the videos uploaded, ready to go, and then packing myself up some stitching to do when I'm away. Need to get this room sorted out, because it looks like a bomb has hit it, because I've got everything. Oh, for goodness sakes, I'm not having any luck at all today. All right, slow down. All right, I've got that twist held in my finger there. All right, I did this one here. I might do the one beside it. So I'm going to do this leaf here. And the way that I tackle it, I should look it up, shouldn't I? Feather stitch, or what else is it called? No, I can't remember. So I'm going to come down the vein a little bit, give it a bit of a, which gives it that center point. And then coming up on the side of where I go back to where I started. No, don't even think about knotting. Hold it down here with this hand and go back again to the top, so it's kind of like opposite itself. Can't scoop it because it's too small. Go in, and then at the bottom of that straight stitch, come up, so you're coming up in the middle of that loop, and pull it down, and then just go just inside it, just on the outside of it, rather, inside of it, outside of it, on the outside of that Y that you just made, not hasn't got a long leg. Again, back up to where you were, hold that thread out of the way, across from there. Yeah, when it's really tiny, can't scoop. I know it's my favourite. Then back down to the bottom of that straight stitch there, through the middle of the loop, and bring it back down. So what that actually does is kind of gives you that centre vein of a leaf. Fern stitch, maybe that's what it's called. What did I call it before? Feather and fern, I think. Look it up. I'm sorry to say that to you out loud, because I actually right now can't remember, and it would mean going and getting a book out, and then we'd be here all night, and it's already quite late o'clock, so I don't want to be sitting up till midnight getting videos uploaded, and that's what it would mean. Cool. I like the fact that it gives you that little centre line there. I'll do another one. With you. I'm nearly finished it. I'm really not going to do, I'll just scatter a couple more leaves, and pretty much that's going to be it. I'm not going to do any other stitching as such. I think that's enough for this page, and like I said, it would be nice for me to finish on time prior to the next prompt. One more summer one. I don't know what the girls will be thinking about. I can't even think what else to put for summer. The only thing that I have different in my summer garden are veggies. Don't know what they'll do. Flowers and bugs so far. These butterflies like my strawberry plants, but they don't destroy them. They just destroy the green leafy ones. I like the Chinese cabbage. It's like a Savoy, I don't know what else you call it, like that. It grows sort of, instead of round, it grows, in a more oblong shape, and we love it in summer salads, make sort of really nice, it grows fantastically, really good for Asian salads. When I cut it open, oh my goodness, so many little grubs in there. I got brave and washed them all out, but pretty much got rid of them. But when you first open it, When you first cut it in half, it's a bit of a shock. See all these little grubs in there? These silly white butterflies. But they are cute. They are cute. Just wish they didn't like my veggie patch quite as much as they do. Anyway, I'm helping to populate the ongoing life cycle of white cabbage moths. All right, I think that will probably do for this. I'm going to put all those videos together, but as you can see, I really like the look of that. I might do that one, you know, I'll do a couple here, and a few scattered through here, but I really don't want to do any more than that. I think that that's enough for this project because I love the fabric and I don't want to take anything away from that. But I think I fulfilled the brief. I've given you a little colour swatch of threads that I've used. We've looked at some pictures of butterflies and moths, and I've made my own little white cabbage moth here. Some cabbage moths have yellow underneath, and I've thought about it, but I don't think I'm going to bother. I think it looks okay like it is. So that's me. I'll take a photo of it just like that so it nearly looks finished. That's a little bit disappointing that it's not quite as straight, but you know, we can't have everything perfect all the time, can we? I might take that pin out for the photo. Take care. Hope you're enjoying what you're doing. Thank you for joining me. Bye for now.